Below the Cat A unit, in the inner sanctums of Strangeways jail, is Cat A reception. Nothing fancy. X-ray machine, portal and the like. Everything is X-rayed. They strip searched and put in gear for court. Onto the van, but they double cuff first. Walked onto a van 5 meters away. This is in inner sanctums of the jail. The van is in a compound. There's a dog there. Not getting out, not going nowhere. It's only 5 meters, but they're cuffed. Through a portal, they've been wandered down. Dog there, onto a van. They're put in a cell. You can stand up and sit down in it. That's all you can do. Locked on. The biggest vehicle I've seen, I think, had 7 cells. On the Cregan trial, a couple of lads fell out. No surprise there when shit's going to hit the fan. So they travelled separately. So like I say, it was a long trial and a big trial. The externals group, that's a group of staff who deal with outside escorts. Quite a decent job. A lot liked it. Not for me. Courts I found boring when you're actually in court. So you're on the van. You're waiting at the gate. You're waiting for the nod. The police are coming. Armed escorts. Usually 4 vehicles, 2'd up. Cregan, cops everywhere. Armed cops everywhere. Snipers, the lot. There was munitions involved and still people on the out. Very, very secure. So you get on them vans, they don't stop for anything once they set off. They bully traffic. Them police cars bully traffic. If you're at lights, they'll be up your arse and you need to move. If traffic's at a standstill, they will go up the opposite side of the road, dual carriageways or whatever. Me, I'm looking out the windows. You go down Deansgate, people are staring. You can see them, they can't see you. Yeah? People watching, the comments, people taking films. What's it like on the van with a professional externals group? Everyone is alert. Anything can happen. Riot shields available. Battens unclipped. The lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's very much tongue-in-cheek. I'll tell you what the professionals do. They get in the seat before you've left the jail. They fasten the coats up because them vans are freezing. They're all metal. Even in the summer, they're freezing. They fasten them up. They get the blow up pillow out of the bag. They put it against the window and they put the head on it and they go to sleep. In Manchester, they might have 15 minutes. If you're going to Liverpool, it's a longer sleep. Me, I'm watching the cars. You get on the motorway, you're in the outside lane. There's a car in front, a car behind, and 2 inside you, and they don't mess about, these lads. They're going for it. You do not stop for anything in them ballistics. Yeah? So me, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people watching people in cars. You get some nugget in middle lane who don't realise there's like 4 vehicles with flashing lights behind him with armed coppers. They bully people, they get right up their arse. I loved it. Professionals there asleep. Cons, they're the same. No conversation, no one's talking to anybody or anything like that. They might just get their head against the side of the cell and go to sleep. There you go. Blue light escorts. Me, loved them. Most use them to sleep. What's it like when you get to court? So courts are searched thoroughly for the Cat A's. Everything is sealed, signed, sealed and delivered. Nothing goes without being checked. Nothing at all. The cells where the Cat A's are going to be, everything's sealed. Toilets, sealed. Seal stickers everywhere. The day before. Everyone knows that. It's a very secure place. But here's the thing. Richard Vince, my second #1 governor after Mr. Sheffield, who was a well-respected guy and I liked him, as I did Mr. Vince. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I liked him. He knew where he stood. And let me tell you about Mr. Vince and Mr. Sheffield. This is a good governor. Christmas Day comes in and speaks to everybody. Every department, every wing speaks to every member of staff and wishes them a happy Christmas. You might not be happy working Christmas Day, but when the #1 Gov comes in, thanks you for your work and the like, you know, it just gives you a bit of a lift. They speak to the cons as well, especially healthcare and the seg. Make sure everyone's okay. That's a good governor for me, amongst other things. But yeah, he had the foresight. If you see Strangeways on Google Earth, there's 2 big plots of land. There's top and bottom jail, the main prison. There's a road in between, a bridge across that road where prisoners go to work, the kitchens, there's a gym over there, some other stuff, various things, but the 2 massive pieces of land, road in between. I believe Mr. Vince bought that road because here you go. He had the foresight to buy it. The intentions of being building a court. What do you think to that? You see, transporting Cregan and the likes, Cat A's, in fact, any prisoners around the country costs an absolute fortune. Armed response and that, an absolute fortune. So yeah, about building a court, about having a prison with a court. That way, there's no transporting the likes of Cregan and his crew. They walked with dogs under a tunnel into a court. Away you go. That's foresight, that. Perhaps a couple of prisons of the future. One near London, where most Cat A's come from, and one up north near Manchester and Liverpool, where the majority of the rest of the Cat A's come from. Saves transport, secure place. Wouldn't take no doing that, would it? It certainly wouldn't. That's having the foresight. So yeah, when you get to court, what's it like in the dock? It's boring. Can be a little tense, like I say. You've got lads, serious trial like that, we're talking about murder and the like, sat together, dock officers, and they've got beef. They've fallen out. Day after day after day. Boring. Officers fall asleep. The judge has stopped proceedings before when one officer, it was an old-time officer, not a very good officer, horrible, disliked, fell asleep and he was snoring that loud, it disrupted proceedings. The judge had him removed from the dock. Bonus footage coming soon. Brian with a couple of his best mates. They look rough and tough, these dogs. They are beautiful and soft and kind. Thanks for your continued support. We need to stick together, guys. God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Parting shot. I'll see you. Oh.
Come on,